Hey, Matt, Nick Carboni from WCNC Charlotte. Congratulations. Just wondering what your pre-draft process with the Panthers was like. What was your kind of comfortability with them? What kind of vibe did you get from them? And were you surprised that they traded up to come and get you?
There was a lot of good conversations in that building, and I felt like I connected with Mr. Tepper. As we were just talking about film, and before dinner, I remember I had got there and they wanted to meet up with me just before we went out to eat, and it was a good time, and I'm really excited to get to Carolina, get this thing going, and get to work. Honestly.
Hey, Matt. Jonathan Alexander, Charlotte Observer. Hope you're doing well. Did it at all surprise you that you, as well as some of the other top quarterbacks, kind of slid in the draft? And what was your reaction to that?
It is definitely, emotional roller coaster for sure. But, you just got to control what you control. And, I felt like I put my best foot forward, and you just got to let go and just let God take control.
What do you feel like you bring most? Why do you feel like you're worthy of the pick that they picked you?
Truthfully, man, it's really my leadership and just the way I carry myself, and I feel like it's very contagious throughout the locker room. I have great confidence in my ability as playing quarterback, and as far as leadership goes, that's something that I hold dear to my heart, and it's something that radiates off of me.
Will Kunkel, followed by Joe Person.
Matt, congratulations, buddy. What's your goal coming on in here? Matt says that as of day one, Sam Darnold is the starter as of this moment. What's kind of your goal and how you're going to approach this?
My whole thing is just to go in there and compete. I'm going to bring the best out of myself and bring the best out of the people around me.
Hey, Matt, it's Joe with The Athletic, man. Congrats.
Appreciate it, Joe. Thank you.
What it's kind of piggybacking on Will's question. Rule said that he likes the idea that you won't feel necessarily any pressure to come in here, not pressure that you might put on yourself, but like external pressure to start right away, that you can kind of develop or whatever, get a little bigger, get a little stronger. Do you like that idea, or are you kind of coming in thinking like, no, man, let's go?
I really feel like everything happens for a reason, and, it's all God's timing. So, my approach to it is just to be the best that I can be each and every day and get 1% better every single day. My competitive nature is going to obviously want me to be the starter, and I'm going to do everything in my power that I can to do that. And, I'm just going to put my best foot forward. And again, just let God take control.
Also, where are you right now? Like, are you at home? Your
No, I'm at Las Vegas right now in my hotel room with my family. They're just in the living room right now, and I'm just in the room.
And on your visit to Charlotte, I think you posted a picture. What was the highlight of coming through Charlotte? What do you remember from that top 30?
It was really just seeing the city. I've never really been in North Carolina at all, let alone Charlotte. So, I was really intrigued about just visiting certain places, and, Charlotte was one of them. And, I really liked the city a lot. I really liked it a lot. And I'm glad that I get the opportunity to, start my career in Charlotte.
Will Pelagic, followed by David Newton.
Hey, Matt, Will Pelagic, Sports Radio WFNZ. Welcome again to Charlotte. In terms, kind of piggybacking off of Joe's question, what was it about the Panthers visit itself, just from visiting with the coaches and obviously the offensive coordinator and the QB coach? What stood out from them, and how you feel like you fit with this organization and this scheme?
It was really just a lot of good talks with their offensive scheme with Coach McAdoo when I was, when we were just going over the offensive scheme. There was a lot of new terminology, but then again, that's going to be at every place you get. But it's just going to be all about repetition for me when I'm learning that.
Congratulations, Matt.
I really appreciate it.
Hey, Matt, David Newton, ESPN.com. wanted to ask you, what do you feel like sets you aside from the other quarterbacks in this draft?
So I always start this answer with my leadership, but not saying that I don't think that my strength is my arm talent and my ability to escape the pocket and extend the play. I definitely feel like my strengths are that, but what's most important to me is my leadership and my ability to create a camaraderie that it bends, but it doesn't break. And, I feel like I've showed that the past 2 years of my college career. And again, it's something that I pride myself on, and I'm very excited to, honestly just do it all over again.
And Matt mentioned that one of the things that stood out in his mind was when you went down with the injury in the bowl game, that everybody came running to your, to see how you were doing, that you could feel the support, I guess, out there. Is that something you sense is that part of what you build, or?
It was really just the relationships I had with those guys in that locker room. I definitely could have felt that they were feeling for me, and, just the looks on their faces. I really couldn't look at their faces when I was crutching out to the field. And, there's a lot of guys that gave me some love in the locker room, even after the game and again. But again, like, I wouldn't be in those positions without them, and I don't regret my decision playing in that bowl game.
How much do you know about Sam Darnold?
Actually, I used to watch him. I went to the I want to say it was the Rose Bowl when Penn State played USC, and I remember I was sitting. My buddy's mom had worked for State Farm, and she used to get tickets in that suite, and we were like right out there. Locker room. I remember just watching Sam Darnold cutting up Penn State's defense. I definitely think he's a great player, and I'm excited to learn from him.
Appreciate it. Thanks a lot, and welcome.
All right, and we're finished with Skylar Callahan.
Hey, Matt, Skylar Callahan with Sports Illustrated. Congratulations and welcome to Charlotte. Just kind of going off of what David was talking about, the injury. When the injury happened, what were some of the things running through your mind? Were you worried that this could hurt your draft process? And how has it been kind of leading up to the draft, just mentally and everything?
Man, 100%. I definitely thought it was going to affect my draft status. That was not the first thing that came in my mind, but it was definitely the top three. As soon as that injury happened, I grabbed my ankle, just felt the pain, and sorry about that. My dad called me. I just felt the pain, and the first reaction was my family, and this whole thing about me trying to put them in a better position. Trying to give them that they've never experienced before, and secondly was my position in the draft status and being able to actually give myself an opportunity to display my talents, and playing NFL, being an NFL quarterback was something that I've wanted to do since I was 6 years old. And, I'm finally blessed, truly. And I'm at a loss for words that I'm actually just sitting here talking to you guys. And, I couldn't be more excited just to get back to work and actually play the game of football again. I'm itching to get back out there.